up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go on a nice little Tuesday episode. We got a lot going on in Buckeye Country. I'm Timmy Hall. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got a full show, full house tonight. Got the Boatman back there, live on the desk, breaking sports news for you all night long. And to my right, my friend and yours, Tyvis Powell, everybody.
Hey, Timothy. Hi, buddy. Your birthday's in 2 days.
Yeah, we're the birthday boys around the station this week. We're basketball fans, right?
Yes, we are.
You love the Cavs maybe a little bit more than the college basketball. I am, of course, a college basketball guy first, like the NBA. But I guess being born in February, we just become basketball dudes, just in our blood. Yes. Where you going? Yeah,
I'm trying to see
go that far, Tim.
I said, where you going with this?
I mean, you played football, but
I mean, I could have played any sport too.
Let me just say this though: anytime the Cavs are on, and we're still on the air, you are not missing it.
I have to tune in
because you got to have it on. I would say that's a rare thing. Like we can't miss it. I wouldn't say I'm doing that with Kansas basketball because my mind is on the Buckeyes for these 2 hours.
Well, due to the fact that I have many jobs, occupations, which I'm thankful for. One of my occupations is to know what's going on in Cleveland sports.
Yes, it is. And therefore, you have many occupational hazards as well.
Therefore,
like driving 4 hours in a day to go up and down from Cleveland.
I didn't have to do that today. So
That's nice.
It was
zooming in, huh?
It has been an unbelievable day to have to save myself 4 hours, but I get repaid by having to do it tomorrow and the next day. So there you go.
I will tell both of you this. I wasn't planning on starting the show with this, but I know we all love this. And I'm not just talking about the three of us. I'm basically talking about everyone in the entire city. Yeah, I'm just going to blanket statement that, and we all love this. I got a text from the wife right before the show. Bodie, I got to tell you, it was nice.
It's just a real nice surprise. Just a real nice surprise.
When you get a text that says, honey, I really don't feel like doing anything for dinner tonight. You don't just say no more, right? Say no more. I've told you this many times, Tyvis. We've already, over the last several years, we've done a much better job as a family, not going out, having made dinners at the house with me working late shift. She, unfortunately, has to do more. Again, Bodie, I'm not like, you get in the kitchen and you make it happen. I'm not that way. I like to cook. I like to prepare some meals. Right, yeah. Harrison, just stay out of it right now. Just stay out of it. So we'll usually have good home-cooked meals. There might be some rice, sausage, veggies. We got a lot of different things in the hopper there. Sometimes
Korean beef.
Yeah, Korean beef's a popular hit. Enchilada night, Taco Tuesday, right? That could be tonight.
That's tonight.
I could sometimes do the tacos and leave them in the crock pot so I can make it before I come to work. And then I've prepared a meal, cut up all the toppings and fixings already. So it's ready to go at 8 o'clock.
That, actually.
Yeah, but when you get that text to say, forget about all that noise, we don't need to do that, I can jump right in. And tonight, we're doing it. We're going with a Raising Cane's Tuesday. Yes! Haven't had it in a minute here.
So let me ask you.
I am due. Evil Bald Colin, he has it 3 times a week.
Yeah,
it's been maybe 3 weeks for me since I've been there. I'm excited and ready to go.
It's funny you bring up Raising Cane's because Joshua E. Perry.
Yes?
For my birthday.
Don't tell me something like he doesn't like it or he doesn't do that.
No. That's nonsense. No.
That is nonsense.
Josh is weird, but that's not. He ain't that weird.
I know, he's Circus Peanuts top 3 Halloween candy weird. He is a nut job.
He's not. It's not peanuts because he has a peanut allergy. So it's not anything like that.
Of course not.
But yes, he's weird when it comes to candy.
What with him and Cane's?
He got me a $25 gift card to Cane's.
Why? That's nice.
Yeah, so I have to use it at some point, obviously.
What did he get that for you? Did it something he got for free?
It was my birthday. He just said, hey, I got you this card for your birthday, this $25 gift card.
Did you see him in person?
Yeah, he was at my dinner, my birthday dinner.
Oh,
we went to
nice.
Tucci's.
Invite must have been lost.
Oh, you would have came? Because my wife, the one that put it all together. Would you have showed up to Tucci's on a Saturday night at 6 p.m.?
I don't think there's anything I would ever miss from my pal, Tyvis Powell.
All good to know.
Nothing. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Well, I got to get you something. I should have. I'm a bad friend. I should have had something ready to go here for our first show since your birthday. That's on me.
Get me something?
Yeah, at least a favorite candy or something.
I'm a Reese's Sticks guy.
I know. I'm going to eradicate that for tomorrow. You're with us now. I've just found out that DeVere needs the day, so you're going to be with us tomorrow. So that'll be fun, too. Woo-hoo. I'm going to get you every kind of Reese's candy that is even in production today. So it's going to be lights out. But I had a good, I went to one of my favorite diners. I've done the diner ranking here before, Starliner Diner. Albeit you guys need to open before 9 a.m., all right? We're a diner. You guys make legendary stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm always behind you. We got to open before 9. I went there and had the chorizo omelet. It's one of my favorite dishes in the city.
Where is this at?
It's right there on Main in Old Hilliard.
Okay.
Me and Dave Biddle and Ryan Baker, we meet up there all the time. Hilliard Boys, Starliner Diner.
Starliner Diner.
So I had a big breakfast, brunch type of thing. So I dialed it back a finger, and I'm going with the box combo tonight.
Okay.
4 fingers.
Okay.
No slaw, extra fries.
That's what I do. Okay.
Don't need the extra toast. It go back and forth. It's by mood.
I agree.
I don't need the toast tonight. Extra fries.
Yes.
Extra crispy.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Dr. Pepper, and here's the thing.
Dr. Pepper.
Here's the thing. Matty Ice taught me this. Or maybe it was Dave Holmes. I can't remember
honey
now.
Honey mustard?
Honey mustard. I tried it the last time I went. I remembered when I was at the window. I didn't even verbalize that when I was making the order, but when I was at the window, it hit me every time I think about it, and then I forget. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they tell me you have some fantastic honey mustard that you mix yourselves right back there. I got it. It was divine. It was so good.
Honey mustard.
Oh, I'll still get the cane sauce, but I'm getting the honey mustard. I need to dip a couple of the fingers in that honey mustard.
Wait a minute, Tim. Because what you're doing is you're insinuating that the honey mustard is better than the cane sauce.
It might be. I am insinuating.
What have you gone,
I'm insinuating. I'm not saying that the cane sauce is bad or that anybody should stop using it. I'm just saying I think that honey mustard might be better.
You know what I'm going to do? So, I'm doing the factor meals. Now, I'm in a little bit of a situation, which a lot of people could understand this. I missed breakfast. I didn't eat lunch until 4 o'clock.
That's late. So that's obviously very, very late.
So I had my factor meal, which was salmon and broccoli. It was divine, delicious.
And you got enough girth on you to last throughout the day. You could fast for a while.
Do I eat again?
Yes.
At some point tonight?
Of course.
Or since I ate so late that I should just say
eat again. Do the 9 o'clock meal. You'll be ready for it.
At 9 o'clock.
You are tonight.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're going to do it.
I'm not going to do that.
We eat at 8:30 or 9 every night because if we work this shift, we're off at 8. You adjust things.
Not next week.
Not next week.
Yeah.
Trying to eat during a show too just sucks.
Have you ever did that?
Anthony and Matty Ice have to do it every day. And I just look and I'm like, man, that sucks.
Matty Ice eats in increments.
He does.
Yeah.
I would just get it out of the way 11 or 11:30 before the show.
I feel like
those guys like to eat during the show.
Because the commercials ain't long enough. That's why it's hard
I know. You
wouldn't
be able to enjoy it. But Matty Ice, a few years ago, I mentioned him off the top. He taught me something about it might not have been the honey mustard, but he taught me this about birthdays. He was always one of the guys that would take the day, that would take a little PTO on his birthday. And for a while, I was like you, and like, oh, I'm taking the birthday off. When you work, it's just another birthday. It's just a year on the calendar. May as well work. And then I realized as I got older, it doesn't matter. Like you guys are talking in the crosstalk there about 31 not being an important birthday, 41 not being important. Every single year that you make it on this rock, all the things that happen in those previous 365 days, why the heck not? Take a day, like they would say in Parks and Rec, treat yourself. Just have yourself a day. Have fun. Take it off.
You blaze.
I got no judgment. No judgment for doing that. You do you.
You take that day when you're rich.
You don't got to be rich.
Rich in the mind.
Anyone that has friends is rich.
What are you, Bishop?
Bishop. I'm George Banks. George Banks? Who's the guy from It's a Wonderful Life? That's not George Banks. George Banks is father of the bride, I think.
You can't ask me about no movies.
George Bailey. Oh, it's me. Don't you recognize me? It's George Bailey. Huh. The old building and loan.
I know that voice.
Yeah, you do. It's in there somewhere. You got to watch that. It's no Christmas Vacation, but it's an oldie and a goodie. All right, boy, we really went there. That one. You know how we always say, I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that conversation? Well, now we get to be a fly on the wall for one of the most interesting times of the Ohio State football season. Behind the curtain next, it's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add on your choice of a sub, salad, wings, a 10-inch pizza, and more for just $5. It's the new $5 Pizza Pals menu from Donato's. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
Fish has been named the third best sports program director in the country. The two dudes who finished ahead of him are dead. So we're declaring him the winner. You're listening to the home of champions, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including all-wheel drive versions of the best-selling Corolla. Now through March 3rd, get low-rate financing on a Corolla or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $229 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little sunshine, a little breezy, but very cold out there on Tuesday. Temperatures only in the teens as you're making your way out and about. Overnight down to around 10 degrees by Wednesday morning, mostly cloudy skies and light winds. During the day Wednesday, more clouds of passing flurries possible, with high temperatures only reaching around 20 Wednesday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The show where we pay people extra to host with Timmy Hall. This is the Buckeye Show.
Tyvis doesn't even look at it like that anymore. He would do it for free because it's just in his heart.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I just love working.
You love to work. Work's your favorite. Make work your favorite. You know what else is my favorite? Tri-State Men's Health.
Oh, my favorite, too.
One of my favorite things because of what they do for men's health and treating all sorts of issues. But right now, I got to tell you about the low testosterone treatment plans that you could get on at Tri-State Men's Health. Because if you're like a lot of guys, treating your low T could really just ultimately change the way you feel about a lot of things, about doing it with your partner, giving back that flame and desire that's so important. If you love someone, tell me when you love someone. I mean, it's important, right? And the way it went for me is, I've talked about it, the late night crash, like trying to get to bedtime, but still have some of that energy until it's time for me to wind down.
Yeah.
Lack of energy, lack of that punch. And you lose 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year. It happens gradually. Before you know it, you don't feel like the same guy you did in your 20s or early 30s. It's right around where you're getting, Tyvis.
Oh, that's
you got to
why
watch
I'm on
out for it. So you go to tristatemenshealth.com, take the low T quiz. It can give you some steps on what to do. You go in there, you see them, $99 for that appointment, the T and PSA test. If you sign up for the treatment the day of the appointment, your visit is free. Quick little ace shots.
Oh, yeah.
Painless, simple, and it packs a punch.
Oh, Timmy, it gets you right.
Oh, it gets you right.
And I tell you, I got to
get
tell
those
you
numbers
about
pumped up.
My last appointment.
Yeah. So tristatemenshealth.com, folks.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened at your last appointment?
My last appointment, I had to get tested again to see where
where it was.
Where it was.
And you were like through the roof?
I'm back. Bodie, the Hawk is back.
Oh boy, it's the flaming golden hawk. Were you
Tri-State Men's Health?
Were you doing this? I bet they can hear you from all over that building. You just bust open the door. Tyvis is here.
I have my juice back.
Juiced up. All right, so let us get to some Buckeye football here, because you talk about juice. How about this article about former I call him former now, right? Yeah. Cornerback Denzel Burke, who certainly had some ups and downs here, had games where they showed some glaring issues. And then, of course, he had some strings and stretches of play where he was awesome and really flashed a lot of brilliance with what he could do as a cover corner. Well, we always wonder, right? What is it like to be a fly on the wall when that happened? When this team lost to Michigan? And I think more than the audio and some of the things that like you hear, or even the flag planting, is just that look on Ryan Day's face. That's the one that you see really everywhere, right?
He looked lost.
He did.
He looked very lost.
He didn't even look like himself.
No.
I almost mean that in a physical standpoint, too. Like, you look at that picture, just sort of the way that his face is shaped. It's almost like all of the passion and I won't say the desire, because obviously that was there, but in that moment, he was at a loss. He, like you said, lost.
Yeah, it was.
His face just sort of drooped down to a way where he didn't even look like Ryan Day.
It was just like,
what's happening?
Yeah.
I see things happening,
but I see
skirmishes erupting out here. I can't do anything about it. I'm frozen. I'm locked in time in this moment. in disbelief, complete, utter despair about losing this game. So how would you think that would roll in the locker room?
I told him.
Being a guy that played
you how it would
and
roll.
experienced the Virginia Tech loss and Michigan State loss.
We did it. I'm telling you exactly what happened.
Well, remind us.
Helmets
What happens?
Was thrown, words was saying, curse words was given, coaches was cussed out.
Fs were given.
It was a lot. It's emotionally, you just, as a player, you come out here and you think about it. For 365 days, you prepare, to get yourself ready for a season, and it's not the lack of talent, and you see some plays that you see what the play calling is, and you're like, how in the world did y'all just sell us out like that? Like, that's just how you felt, and I'm sure they felt the same way. Obviously they felt the same way. Like, come on now, you had me come back and this is what you do? Like, come on. Yeah.
Well, this won't surprise you then, although it's still a little bit surprising to hear, to see that Denzel was talking about this so openly, and that's what the podcast world does for us, right?
Yeah.
The podcast world gives us a little bit more opportunities to hear stuff like this. Shout out our guys, Chimdy Chekwa and Bryant Browning on the Believe in Buckeye Football podcast, where Denzel Burke says that things were unusually blunt after that game. He said everyone started lashing out, opinions left and right, dudes calling out Coach Day, like some stuff I ain't never seen before. But he said that the meeting was pretty important because obviously what it resulted in, right? Like it was something that is a net positive in the end when it happens. He said, I thought that was the best thing that happened to us about all that. And obviously, they go and have that 4-game stretch, but to hear that people were openly calling out Coach Day to a point where Denzel saying, I've never seen anything like this before. It's interesting to hear that because obviously this has been one of the big themes down the stretch of the season, is where Buckeye Nation as a whole was with Coach Day and how quick of a rebound and how important of a rebound this was for him. Going from, and he's talked about it in some of these interviews that he's done, like the 16 minutes he spent with Dom. He had time with our old pal Dave Holmes as well. He talked about how it's all like extremes this day and age. Yeah. You're either you need to be fired or you're either the greatest at something. Really, reality is somewhere in the middle. And I do think that it's healthy to maybe take a step back now that it's done and ask yourself, boy, man, looking at the situation, like, should it have been like win this or you're fired, win this or you're done, or win this and let's look at ourselves in the mirror and figure out what we got to do and how we got to get better, which is ultimately what they all did.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, are you asking from a fan standpoint, or are you asking from like realistically what should have happened? Like what happened?
Well, just what's your take on that? Because obviously a lot of the players who Denzel saying, and he didn't name names, but he made it sound like a lot of people in the locker room were calling each other out, calling out Coach Day.
Sure they were.
Which is interesting because everybody then is backing him publicly, as I know you do. Yeah, well, I know that's what you're supposed to do.
At the end of the day, this is our guy now. Like,
of course.
We can say that you can't because you don't have a personal relationship. We can
play
say
for
that.
the guy.
Yeah, that's our guy. We can say
trick.
that type of stuff. You cannot, yes. But I think that it was rightfully so. I mean, listen, coaches hold players accountable literally every game. You get graded on what your performance every single game. At some point, like, it's not like coaches are perfect either. Like, and if you make a huge mistake, like, sometimes you need to be checked too. And that's okay. Like, that's part of it. We're all men here. We're grown men, and we're all on this. We're trying to all reach the same goal.
I know it could be an old school thing too about how there's a hierarchy there that has to be in order to maintain a healthy locker room. And it might come as a surprise to where if you lose a game and players are calling out coaches, players are calling out each other, and it actually does result in a net positive. I could understand the point of view of how you would think that would fracture things even more to where you wouldn't get it back if that's what happened after a big loss. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said.
I guess it just depends on how much talent you have and what you're ultimately going to do. I guess it's different for every team.
So far, we've seen, and in 10 years, we've seen two situations where an Ohio State team lost the game where you said the coaches sold them up the river. 2015 against Michigan State, this year against the Wolverines. In both instances, we've now found out, because I'm telling you one, and he's telling you
sending Urban up the river after the 2015 Michigan State game?
No. I'm saying the players was literally on him. Like, dude, like, how you gonna do us like this? Like, it was one of those type of situations.
Sure.
Very similar to what
Denzel kind of game did you just call?
Yeah.
What was that game plan?
It was a very similar situation.
Yeah.
The good news is both teams responded in a positive way. And that goes back to showing that it always comes back to the brotherhood.
Yeah.
It always comes back to the fact that, you know what? Yes, that happened. Coaches own up to it, which is, it takes a lot for a coach to stand up in front of men, 100+ men, and say, you know what? That's on me. I apologize. You know, take the lashing out, and they understand the lashing out. But here we are better, and here we are winning games and destroying people afterwards.
I want, when we take a deeper look at this entire run, I need some quotes from somebody, you know, as best as we can remember. Like some... I want some quotes. From the locker room. I want like some players to ultimately tell stories. Jack Sawyer, Denzel. What? Who said what? You know, I gotta know. Like, I want to know.
There will be a book written.
Who first
the Big
spoke
Ten
up?
should do a thing on it and all those things. They'll tell it.
Who first spoke up and like pointed at Ryan Day or like yelled at Ryan Day in front of other players, or did something like that happen? And what was said? Like, when are we going to get like those stories told?
Just make this up out of thin air.
No, right. But again, it's one thing to have that, and then it's another to get some specific. I remember this guy looked right at this guy and said this.
Oh, I do that all the time. When I recall mine, I done seen some stuff, boy. I was like, ooh wee. It's been some stuff that happened that I was like,
what specifically are you remembering? But hold on to that. Put a pin in that, because we've got some stuff to do. In just 2 minutes, we're going to flip some things to basketball here. We got our former Buckeye Hoops captain, just recently had the honor of attending that dinner with many Buckeye Hoops greats. He got to catch up with someone specific. Our pal Joey Lane is going to join us in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add on your choice of a sub, salad, wings, a 10-inch pizza, and more for just $5. It's the new $5 Pizza Pals menu from Donato's. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Factory direct is really pretty simple. The factory sells it directly to the consumer. I mean, we build it. There's nothing that anybody else does. We have stations where everybody touches the window. Everyone sees what's going on. So if there's an issue, we catch it as it's going down the line. That's probably the biggest thing, is the ability to make sure what goes out the door is what I want to go out the door.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The show that knows how to throw a big, giant Buckeye party. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Yes, you are. We're going to open up the Brine Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline in just a second. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Bodie Wells. Party on, Tyvis.
Party on, Timmy.
Party on, Bodie.
Party on to one of my two favorite Ohio State basketball captains. One of them's Ronnie Stokes, of course, but the other one is this guy right here.
And party on, Joey Lane. How we doing, man?
So great. How are you guys?
We're fantastic. We wanted that last game, obviously, against Michigan. You were in town for it. We missed each other. I know we're going to catch up here soon. You had a lot going on. You had the captain's dinner. I'm so happy you get to take part in that every year. I just wish we got that W for you.
Yeah, a perfect weekend up until the last few minutes of that game when obviously it didn't go our way. Timmy, how I feel about that whole weekend and the captain's dinner and all. I mean, it's the coolest thing that I get to be a part of. And, Tyvis, I'm sure there are very similar things with Ohio State football as well. But to have all those guys in the same room with the current team, telling stories, it's obviously lots of jokes too. It's a really, really special night. And I remember being a player and feeling that, you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself, and it's hard to always feel that way. And it's a night that's really special for a lot of reasons.
Joey, as you watch that game, okay, and you see this last possession, well, I guess almost last possession. It was our last possession. And you see this play is developing, okay? And you see John Mobley hit the ground hard, too.
Hip checked, man. Good
hit
God.
the ground hard. And you see Bruce get the one-on-one. He crosses the guy, makes the guy stumble.
Danny Wolf goes down.
Hits the perfect up and under. At that moment, what are you thinking?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. It's Bruce Thorne makes that shot 9 out of 10 times. And he just so happened to miss the one time that he missed was right there. And what's funny is earlier in that game, he had the same shot, but maybe 3 feet further and with a defender closer to him.
Right.
That he made to tie the game at 80. It was like the same exact shot. And I was sitting with, a lot of the captains, guys like, Kraft and Sully and CJ Walker next to me, and guys who have been there and done that in a lot of ways. And I mean, the coolest thing was hearing in the timeout, Sully called the exact thing that was going to happen. He said, Junie's going to be in the action, but Bruce is going to get the shot, and he's going to get a switch, and he's going to take him one-on-one and make a play, and it's exactly what happened. And, yeah, I mean, you can blame whoever you want to blame. Obviously, I mean, Bruce has just got to make that shot. I mean, Tyvis, you'd make that shot, it seems like a lot of times. So it's just a huge bummer, the fact that you get such a great look and just can't convert, which
it's
is
a tough one,
it's just
right?
mind-boggling.
It's just a tough one because Micah Parrish obviously feels lousy after that game, right? And Bruce, even though he had a really good game, has to feel lousy to have a game like that and end it with a shot like that. I kind of feel for him. Like, I understand people, we're still kind of in this mode where we're inching back and trying to see this Buckeye program get back to an NCAA tournament team. And I think they're going to do it. Where are you with that? Like, honest opinion. Like, you think they're going to round this out, just get to the tournament year one here under Diebler?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say you look at the bubble in general, and it's incredibly, incredibly weak. And, that's you look at Ohio State and where they fit in.
Yeah,
you can't say anything other than they should be in right now, which is great, just from looking at the bubble. And also, it's funny, like when teams go undefeated but they haven't played anybody, and you say whatever you want to say about those teams, they can only play who they've played. Ohio State can only try and make the tournament given the bubble that they're presented with, right? So you can't, feel any type of way about it. But, yeah, they should be in right now. I think that they've had a few games where you went into them. Maryland, for example, I looked at that game as you win that game at home against a really, really good Maryland team, and you are all but in the tournament with that win. Michigan was the double down of that, where if you beat Michigan at home, a team that's even better than Maryland,
right,
you're definitely a lock.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this Ohio State team can play with any team in the country, it seems like, except for maybe Auburn. But, like,
right.
Every team in the Big Ten, like, they beat Purdue, they beat Maryland. Like, they've beaten some of the best teams, but they've also lost to some of them. So they're just they just are the definition of a bubble team. That's just what it feels like.
Joey, let me ask you, is it that hard to rebound in college basketball?
You can check my stats, Tyvus. I didn't have a ton of them, but
you didn't have those minutes either, Joey. We needed the minutes
I
for you.
wonder what my rebounds per 40 might have been pretty solid, actually. But in all seriousness, like, and I don't sit here and blame. That's just not my style of analyzing this team, I guess. But like the front court just has to step up. Like, they just have to. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. And it's not from lack of effort. Like, Sean Stewart's energy and effort is unbelievable. Like, he's grown on me so much this year in the sense of he's becoming a star in his role, which is to bring energy and rebound the ball. And he's been so good on defense. But at some point, like, he's just outmatched against 2 7-footers in that game. Like, it's not his fault. When you look at Aaron Bradshaw, who is 7 foot, 7'1", in fact, like, you just need more production on the glass specifically from him. Like, he's not a guy that you're going to roll the ball into the post 8 feet out and he's going to back guys down and put them in the basket. That's not his game. But, the combination of whoever you have in the front court, Jared Sullinger's not the biggest guy on the planet, tallest, that's for sure. He might actually be the biggest guy.
Wide hips, though.
Yeah. So, like, rebounding is not it is a skill, but the skill is about effort and positioning. It's not about size. I've been calling a lot of games in the Valley, and the best rebounder in the Valley is a 6'4" Division II transfer.
I believe it.
He plays center.
Yeah.
He plays center. Like, Jay-Sean Tate's one of the best rebounders I've ever been around. He's like 6'3".
Yeah.
On a good
Yeah.
run, So you just gotta want it. And I know they practice, and I know they talk about it. Like, I sat with Debo at the captain's meeting, and he talked about how important rebounding was going to be the next day. But you can talk about it all you want. Like, they just have to rebound the ball better. And Tyvus, it's not easy, but it should be easier. That's for sure.
Joey Lane is talking some Buckeye hoops with us. Do you have any idea what you just threw out the per 40? I don't know why. I've never looked at your per 40 stats. You're a 15 point per game per 40. Your rebounds, 5.4 per 40.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that. I remember when I graduated looking at my stats and thinking, like, all right, I almost played 40 total minutes, so I almost played a game, something like that. And I almost had a triple-double. And I was like, it's a pretty good game, but it's just my 4-year career, which, take that as you may.
Let's see. I got you at 80. I actually got you at 89 minutes. You had almost 40 full minutes in your last season. But
that must be what
you're looking at. Yeah,
okay.
And you had 11 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds in 39 minutes. If that were a game, right? If you like Bruce Thornton that game and were never allowed to hit the bench. But you just said his name. So Joey and I were talking earlier this weekend about that captain's dinner. And that's such a cool thing that you take pride in that, and as you should, and I hope you keep going to that every year. But one of the guys you just caught up with, Jay-Sean Tate, who was at the game, first one he got to be at, right? Just what was it like seeing him, and maybe what was one of the other like cool things you heard, or seeing somebody speak? Like, was Jerry Lucas there? Like, guys like that? Like, how did it go?
Yeah, no Jerry Lucas, but Jay-Sean being there was really cool for me, especially just because I've been going for years because I'm not a professional basketball player, whereas these other guys who have gone overseas or played in the NBA who were my age, like a Keita Bates-Diop, or even like C.J. Walker, who was there for the first time this year, guys who had been playing overseas that aren't anymore. Kyle Young going to his second since he's been out. Being around those guys was great, but JT he's doing great, and he has such a great perspective where he cares so much about Ohio State, Columbus. Like, he knows where he came from and that he didn't do it by himself. And it was really cool to see him honored by his high school and be honored by Ohio State. And, I just have so much respect for how he's gotten to where he is in the NBA because, he's been doubted his entire life and no different now. So really, really happy for him. He's engaged. His fiance was there. It was so fun.
Nice.
Other guys like, the greatest guy that you listen to, because everyone gets the chance to speak for, 5 minutes, maximum, right? Like maybe Michael Redd gets to say a little bit more than I get to say, but
good.
You know, J.J. Sullinger always brings a lot of juice to those to the captain's dinner, and he said a lot of great things that, you know, Timmy Tyvus, maybe we can talk about off the air. Maybe not appropriate for on the air.
That's some Denzel Burke locker room kind of comments there. Yeah.
Right. And so, but he always says what guys are, you know, maybe a little bit more afraid to say about Ohio State basketball in a good way. And I respect him a lot and look forward to spending some time with him at the captain's dinner among all those other guys. So it's just, I mean, listen, Aaron Kraft is my favorite basketball player of all time. Has been since I was 14 years old.
Look who you're talking to. You know, other than you, right? Joey, and Jayshawn Tate, also my favorite.
Yeah, well, thank you. And so just, I mean, the captain's dinner is unbelievable. And you listen to these guys talk, and you're like, how in the world am I saying stuff that is taking as seriously as what, you know, guys like Ron Stokes are saying? You know, it's very silly to me, but it's a great night nonetheless.
Well, Joey, continued success with the broadcasting career. I keep saying it, Tyvus, so for your BTN partner, they need to get him on more BTN games. I don't know what the heck's going on with that, but I'm gonna continue to harp for that, Joey, and keep at it with the Valley games as we keep going that way. We'll talk to you soon. All right, let's make this tournament.
All right, let's do it. Appreciate you guys. I will see you both soon.
Yep, good stuff. Have fun back in Chi-Town. Joey Lane with Portillo's. Get you some Portillo's tonight, Joey. I'm getting Raising Cane's. Please get you some Portillo's. That would be great. My Mount Rushmore of Buckeyes: Kraft, Jayshawn Tate, Joey Lane, and Tyvus Powell. It's my 4. It's my dream foursome.
Thank you. No, I don't like the way that sounds, but okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Brian Hartline preaches patience to a key recruit. Going to tell you what we're talking about as we go on the trail next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Are you looking for a new ride? And do you want the best experience and service in the city? Yes? Good. Go see my guys at Jermaine Lexus. The all-new 2025 TX is back in stock and arriving daily. Plus, they've got great 42-month leases for the 2025 NX350 all-wheel drive that start at $399 a month. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please do stop in. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations, Dublin, Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Plus, no interest financing for 3 years. That's 36 months, people. And if you already have a price from another company, Universal Windows Direct will beat it, so you know you're getting the best deal around.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through March 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on Camry or lease a Camry LE from just $289 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing with approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes are back at the shot for a Big Ten battle with Northwestern.
Live fan coverage starts Thursday at 5:30, right after Common Man and T-Bone.
Yeah, with the girl just said, your flagship home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The best kind of power is star power. Let's go on the trail.
Back here on a Tuesday, Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine Buckeye fans. One more time, I was telling you about Tri-State Men's Health and what they can do as far as that low testosterone treatment is. Well, they are also experts at treating that dreaded two-letter acronym. I'm talking about ED. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. We just had the holiday of love last week, Tyvis. But don't let it quit now. Even if you didn't get ready for last Friday,
you can still make up for it.
You can still make up for it because it could still be a long winter. Oh. You need the warmth of love in your life. And the one that you love should be the light of your life. And if you're like a lot of men, you're going to do whatever you can do to nurture that relationship. So taking care of your ED issues, that could be the thing. Don't let ED be a relationship destroyer. See Tri-State Men's Health. They've got 6 locations, 2 wonderful ones right here in Central Ohio, Westerville, and the one in Hilliard right off of Cemetery Road. They're lovely facilities. You can schedule the consult today. The initial visit is $99. You get the medical consult, the TMPSA test if medically advised, a test dose, and if it doesn't work in the office, the visit is free. Expert staff, if you're like a lot of men, you could be doing it the day after your appointment. You can do it all night long. Yes. 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. So tell me what you think about comments like this. I got no problem with it at all. We're talking about Brian Hartline, the new offensive coordinator. This guy has already been such a star recruiter that he should have the kind of scratch to get on the phone or take an in-person visit and get real with anybody that he's recruiting.
Yes.
Any type of way. I mean, I think you got that block O on your chest and your Brian Hartline, and it's this position group where you are just pumping guys into the NFL left and right. It can almost more be a, do you want to be a part of this? Like, show me the right stuff. Show me the right kind of attitude and the want to get better, to come in and work and not expect to be some Jeremiah Smith star as a true freshman, unless you're a Jeremiah Smith type star.
I'm about to say you got to be that. Yeah.
be a Jeremiah Smith type star. But we're talking about Ethan Booby Feaster. This guy's been a hot guy on the trail right now, right? The 5-star wide receiver from DeSoto, Texas, who it was recently in the news that he is going to reclassify. This is the thing now, right? This is an NIL thing. Quinn Ewers did it. Others have done it.
It's
More are going to do it.
I'm about to say it happens literally. Sonny Styles did it.
Sonny Styles did it. Yep. So he wants to reclassify from 27 to the class of 2026. And, possibly if it's going to be Ohio State, get here earlier. But he caught up with the guys at 24/7 Sports, and apparently almost all the coaches, he said all of the colleges that I have interest in, I told about my reclassification, all of them said they really wanted me to do it. The only one that was hesitant about it was Ohio State. And that's only because Coach Brian Hartline is the type of guy who wants the best for you. Sorry, he told this to On 3, just to get that right. He said he felt like the best way for me to get to the league was to stay as a 2027 recruit. But I feel like I'm making the right decision, so I'm sticking with my decision. So he's still going to do it, and I'm sure Ohio State's still going to recruit him. But Hartline telling him what he thought, and I appreciate that.
You know, that's the thing. You want to go to you want to deal with people that you think outside of the sport, they care about you genuinely. You know, they have genuinely your best interest at heart. And to me, it seems like Brian Hartline does a great job of building that relationship with people that it's not fake. You know, it's real.
Sure.
You know, even if and even you could tell it's real because when you got your mind made up on something, usually people be like, all right, yeah, go ahead. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's awesome. But if you feel like that's truly the wrong decision, you speak up on it. You'd be like, listen, I don't want you to make that terrible mistake because here's why. And you lay out something that they probably couldn't even see. You know, it's like, wow, this dude actually does really care about me. Like even if I don't, I'm not even committed to him. And he cares about me that much. So I actually respect.
It's good to see.
Yeah, I respect Brian Hartline for, keeping it real with people, even though they're not even committed to you, may not even come here. But yeah, at least you still gave them an honest opinion.
And I don't know, I'm sure this would be something that Brian Hartline has already done, like in speaking to recruits this way and just giving them honest feedback. I don't think him bumping to offensive coordinator changes what that philosophy had been for him on the trail. Maybe he wouldn't have said that in year one, but now that he's established and has been doing his thing for quite some time now.
I think high school wide receivers understand what he does with wide receivers.
You'd better.
And you really
you'd be foolish not to know who you were talking to.
You really kind of listen to him more because he actually played the position and he's gotten to the place that you want to go. It's kind of like James Laurinaitis, threes. Like if he says it just has a little bit more weight because you can tell like he's a genuinely good dude and he's going to try to look out for your best interests. You know, that's the thing that former players have with recruits.
There's two places in college football that if I'm a wide receiver and they're recruiting me, I'm listening a little bit more.
Ohio State and LSU?
Yeah. Those are the two.
Yeah.
Like it's just meaning a little bit more to me at that point in time because of the position that I play and what they've done. So I appreciate that. In 2026, Ohio State's got the number one wide receiver on the board. You know who that is. Chris Henry Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, is he tall. Boy, can he move and catch the football.
Oregon's working overtime to try to get him.
Yeah, but didn't he just say something on the X recently?
He said the only reason.
He gave an emoji or something. You always love 2 years
He said
out.
Everybody's got a price,
Everybody,
Tim.
Did he say that?
No, he did not say that. You liar.
Oh, wow.
He said, Phil Knight, just send a blank check and I'll be a duck.
Where are we at in society? How could you say that right now?
He was like draped in Oregon gear or something like that. But I think he said something like, as long as Brian Hartline is there, it's going to be hard to beat. Like
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Who are you really excited about in this 2025 class? It starts off with Devin Sanchez as the 5-star cornerback.
Yeah,
Tavian St. Clair, obviously.
I don't go off of the big names. I like because I wasn't a big name. I like the 3 stars and I like the underdog story. But I'm gonna tell you a guy that I am excited to see for whatever reason. I don't even know if he's gonna play next year. But Bo Jackson. The kid just got that breakaway speed.
Just got it, huh?
Yeah,
he's got
I want to see him hit the open field and see if he really is like that fast. Because it's kind of sick when you look at his highlights.
Well, he's going to be a perfect kind of guy to focus on in the spring.
Correct.
Because you get the reps and even so, running back room is running back room is interesting for Ohio State.
It's
with opportunity there.
It's a lot of people in that running back room competing for those spots. The good news is there's no pecking order. You think right now James Peoples
you would think.
But it's not guaranteed.
One of the guys came back, was
William Dixon
in the portal, then came back. I think saw some opportunity.
And then we
could still be number 2 back.
We got 1 or 2 out of the portal.
West Virginia transfer.
Yeah, so Yeah, you go out there in that spring and you make some plays. Like, they gonna keep you off the field?
Right. Right. All right, that's on the Trail Tuesdays in the final segment of that 6 o'clock hour. Hey, if you miss anything at all throughout the course of the show, whether it's an hour or like tonight, a full 2-hour episode, where can people get that audio?
Wherever you get your podcast at. You go in there, you type in the Buckeye Show, and you'll see a great picture of Timmy Hall. Bodie Wells will have it up 5 minutes after the show is done.
We also are streaming live on YouTube, so you can see Tyvis in what Guardians hat he's wearing, or what Orioles hat I might be wearing.
Gave me this one, so
that's a nice one, right?
It is a great
That's
hat.
classic. That's
a great hat.
That's the Bodie. That's the Griswold version of a hat. The throwback you see, like the Chicago Bears hat.
Now that
he
you
wears,
mention it, I see it. Yep.
That's the style. I forget the name of that style, but New Era makes it. And
Is
folks,
it scripted?
It's like the city name is in standard block lettering, and then the nickname is in cursive. And it's just a very basic standard, but classic looking hat.
Griswold.
Yeah, which
Clark.
is why.
Call me Clark.
Hallelujah. Holy. Where's the Tylenol? Get me to this next segment. All the latest in the sport we know and love, including some coaches that Ryan Day would love to see stay on this list. Keeping our finger on the college football pulse next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through March 3rd, you can get 4.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 25 RAV4. Or lease a gas-powered 25 RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Are you looking for a new ride? And do you want the best experience and service in the city? Yes? Good. Go see my guys at Jermaine Lexus. The all-new 2025 TX is back in stock and arriving daily. Plus, they've got great 42-month leases for the 2025 NX350 all-wheel drive. It started $399 a month. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please do stop in. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations, Dublin, Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports. Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. We'll start with men's college basketball. Tonight, we got a pair of Big Ten games that include top 25 teams about to tip off right now here at 7. Number 13, Purdue is in East Lansing against number 14, Michigan State. And then at 8:30 next hour, Illinois will face number 11, Wisconsin in Madison. The Ohio State men play a pair of games this week, one at home and one out on the road. On Thursday night, the Buckeyes will host Northwestern at 6:30. Then on Sunday afternoon at 3:45, they'll face the UCLA Bruins out in Southern California. As for the 8th-ranked Ohio State women, they still have 2 more games this week after yesterday's overtime win against Iowa. On Thursday night, they're at Indiana. Then on Sunday, the Buckeyes host Purdue at noon. In the NFL, the Panthers are re-signing quarterback Andy Dalton to a 2-year deal worth $8 million. The veteran quarterback spent the last 2 seasons in Carolina. And in hockey, the Jackets will be back from the break on Saturday night. That's when they host the Chicago Blackhawks. Face-off is at 7. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, second hour of the program. He was just having himself a field day in that commercial.
Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
He was just watching himself clip after clip of Christmas Vacation. We're into late February.
We needed a coffin. A treat.
I love it. He's just dying, laughing, listening to the famous Clark W. Griswold blow up of "This isn't the biggest bag over the head I ever." 17 years.
Good talk.
17 years with the company. Gotten a Christmas bonus every year.
The gift
except
that
this
keeps
one.
on giving. The gift that keeps giving all year long.
It's a 1-year subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
I can't swim, Clark.
I know that, Eddie. I know that.
I know.
All right, Bodie. So what do we got here today? What list are you showing us this evening? I just had an inkling it was some kind of list.
You are right. We actually have 2 lists even, Timmy. The first one comes from the worldwide leader, ESPN. They listed the season-defining game for each team in their early top 25 rankings. Of course, we really do not have season-defining games anymore in this college football playoff era because 12 teams make it. You can lose a couple games, but nevertheless, here's the game for the top 8 teams. I figured we didn't need to go through all top 25, so we'll go 8-1. Number 8 is LSU. For them, they did August 30th at Clemson. That's week 1 there. For number 7, Clemson, ironically enough, they did not go with the exact same game. They said November 14th at Louisville. And then here's 6-1. Oregon, September 27th at Louisville hammered them last year in Death Valley. Louisville did lose to Notre Dame last year, too, for anybody who cares.
Oh, my goodness.
Oregon, September 27th at Penn State. On that exact same date, Georgia will host Alabama, trying to get some revenge there. Notre Dame, September 13th against A&M. I do think we all remember how that game ended last year.
Oh, sure we do, Bodie.
Oh, God.
To the end zone, and the Irish take the lead.
Man.
Christian Gray broke up a pass on 4th down, and that was all she wrote.
I don't know where I'll be, but I'll know about it.
I'll be happy.
I'll be happy.
Penn State, they chose, you could probably guess this game, November 1st here in Columbus against the Buckeyes. For Texas, they went November 29th against Texas A&M. And then for Ohio State,
Texas,
they said November 29th in Ann Arbor against the Michigan Wolverines. Any of those games jump out? And then do you agree with that last game there? Well,
I'll always
game
agree
of the
with
regular season.
I'm always going to agree with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely will over the
Can't
Texas
lose
game.
5 in a row, right?
No, I mean you can. You absolutely can.
Possible.
And we've watched them lose 4 in a row, so I don't want to think like that or be like that. But this is, I still think it's going to be a tall order. I mean, you've got that. It's got nothing. What happened this past year theoretically has nothing to do with what you're going to do on November 29th in Ann Arbor.
Michigan won last year without a passing game, without a literal passing game.
I remember.
I remember. Listen, Ohio State won the next 4 and it washed it all away, but like anything can happen in that game as we saw.
Well, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, that game is really going to go by whatever quarterback has settled into the season faster because both teams are breaking in a new quarterback. Obviously, you know, whether it's Julian Sang or Lincoln, that's a new quarterback. And then them having the blue chip #1 quarterback in the world, best player ever, blah, blah, blah. If he can settle into the college game, I think that is what it's going to come down to. You know, I think that both teams lost a lot in this upcoming year. Losing their running back, the tight end. They ain't had no
Good bit
offensive
on defense.
They had
2 D tackles.
both D tackles. Will
Yep.
Johnson. So both teams are losing a lot. Whatever coach can coach their guys up to make the least mistakes will probably go on and win that game.
I will say this. There was one on this list, Bodie, the Illinois Fighting Illini. We're on this list at 13. So pretty good, right? Like, that's a game I think we should take a look at. We should have some eyes on that one. I'm a little surprised that when they're looking at a team that could be top 15, top 20 to start the college football season, that they're not putting their home game against Ohio State as the season-defining game. If I'm Illinois, it's no disrespect going on the road to face Kurt Cignetti in Indiana. Maybe they think that that's just more Illinois' speed right now. But I would absolutely, if I'm Brett Bielema, you're thinking about that game against Ohio State when you get to have your home fans in Champaign rocking, because that should and probably will be a tough game, a tough out for Ohio State. They'll have to be prepared for that one. Giving me that look, huh? That Illabuck, baby. Look at him.
Are you serious right now?
Uh-huh. Look at him.
I'll believe that when I see it.
It did happen. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Juice Williams.
And it was a pretty big one,
Well,
too.
the sick thing about that is I had to go, when I did the Big Ten tailgate show, when I went to Illinois, guess who came up on stage?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to guess that same young man.
Him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That man. Just the way that Tyvus looked.
And of course, Mike Hall, it was Mike and him and Howard. What is your best moment?
I wonder.
As an Illinois Fighting Illini. Oh, well, beating Ohio State.
Think about it.
And I looked at them like, y'all sick.
Really?
That's sad.
Yeah.
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
That was Tyvus looking at me right there. All right, Bodie, what's this other list? Ryan Day would like to see these guys stay on it.
Yeah, the USA Today. The USA Today.
The USA Today. You're a Midwesterner.
Who do you play for? I play for the United States of America Today. USA Today gave out their top 6 coaches with the best chance to win their first national championship. We'll go in order here from 6 down to 1. Number 6 is
I could
James
probably
Franklin
get the whole list
at
for
Penn
it.
State.
Yeah.
You can guess it if you want.
Is number 1 Dan Lanning?
He would be number 2.
Dan Lanning's.
Yeah.
Marcus
At Oregon's.
Freeman's.
Marcus Freeman's on there,
Yeah.
number 5.
Sarkisian's.
God willing. Steve Sarkisian at Texas is number 1.
He's the top of the
Brian
list.
Kelly.
Brian Kelly is number 3.
Woo.
Brian Kelly's got a better chance to win the national championship than Marcus Freeman. Than the last 14 years of my falls have been completely pointless, and I know absolutely nothing. Stay in the SEC.
Lance Leipold, Kansas.
Not quite. He was number 7.
Stay in the SEC.
Very close to LSU.
Kurt Cignetti, no. Brett Bielema.
That would be
Kalen DeBoer,
Kalen
Alabama.
DeBoer at the University of Alabama.
He's number 1.
Already been to a title.
No, he's 4.
Oh.
6 to 1. I'll go in order here real quick. James Franklin, Marcus Freeman, Kalen DeBoer, Brian Kelly, Dan Lanning, and Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah.
James Franklin, of course, got the roadie at Ohio State.
I guess that's
season-defining game.
Yeah, Texas will be here too.
That's pretty. I guess that's. I respect
don't know if I thought I saw.
Kirk Cignetti.
So the previous list we mentioned there, Oregon's quote-unquote season-defining game is September 27th at Penn State. So I don't know off the top of my head if Oregon's got any big non-conference, but they got to replace some guys too. Obviously,
Is the national champion on that list of 6
next year?
Yeah.
I could see
Like,
it.
would you
I think
take?
it's pretty.
Would you take
that or the field?
that 6 or the field, which of course would include the Buckeyes? But I'm hesitant in getting.
I think I would
on
take
board
the
for a
list.
repeat right now.
I think I would
probably
take the list.
I think I would
'Cause
take the list. Yeah.
Who off of that list would be? I mean, you're thinking
Right,
Clemson,
yeah,
Ohio
right up at the
State,
top.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Probably nobody from the Big 12, really, right?
No.
So
not that I could think of.
I think going
Right?
ahead, I would
any
take the
Big
list
12s
over the field.
that you're thinking of that are a natty contender?
Is
Utah, BYU.
Didn't he retire?
Cam Rising? Are you saying retire now?
I think they're
or
both
move on
back.
to the pros?
Both Whittingham and Cam
Whittingham came back. I thought they were saying he was grooming up the next guy.
Is Cam coming back for year 8?
I think so.
Oh my God!
This is outrageous.
He's a monster on the video game.
This is outrageous.
He's got the little mental thing, so if somebody's about to blitz, it'll show you.
He's got the mental thing.
He's been in college. He's been 2 decades.
He can read everything.
This is outrageous. I will go Mario Cristobal.
Not on the list. Somebody that would probably, if the list was a little longer, I think would have been on there. But I don't know. Cristobal, it's kind of hit a point where I feel like he just doesn't seem to maximize his talent, both at Oregon and Miami. They're good, but, and of course they played Notre Dame week 1. So I say all this now and they'll probably beat the Irish. But I don't know. I just kind of even last year, you had a generational-ish quarterback.
And they weren't even,
your defense
weren't even close.
Was trash.
Yeah, they just weren't even close.
The ACC wasn't good.
No. They weren't even close.
Marcus
had a
Freeman's
QB
gonna
like
win
that
it next year, so I don't even need the list. I just need the one.
Not looking for the best coach.
Looking for the right one, Tim, and we got him. Damn it, we got him. Come on, Coach Freeman.
We got him.
We're done being great.
That's right. Thank you so much, James. And Bodie, thank you so much for what you did in the College Football Pulse.
We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We got to keep our composure.
You've come too far. I absolutely loved hearing something from our head basketball coach yesterday. See if you love it as much as me. That's coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Newman Roofing has been in business for over 30 years, so they know a thing or two about your roofing, gutter, and siding needs, and will ensure every detail is covered from start to finish. So call Newman Roofing today, the company built around family, at 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. So check out Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu. Order any large pizza and add on your choice of a sub, salad, wings, a 10-inch pizza, and more for just $5. It's the new $5 Pizza Pals menu from Donato's. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
Goes to Rothman and Ice has been named the best midday show in the country by our industry peers.
A winner if ever there was one.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Also, Common Man and T-Bone has been named best show at Sucking. The Fan.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through March 3rd, get any new Highlander or Grand Highlander with 6.49 APR financing up to 72 months, including hybrid models with $1,681 per thousand borrowed, subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little blue sky and dry, but cold to finish off your Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper teens, down to around 10 degrees with wind chills in the single digits for Wednesday morning. More clouds than sun, a few flurries and light winds on Wednesday with a high only around 20 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Hating Michigan is our favorite national pastime. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis on the Buckeye Show tonight. All you fine Buckeye fans, man, we are really getting them in tonight. They're my friends, all right? They're my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Love those guys over there.
You're just trying to help.
They're trying to cure.
They are.
They're trying to cure all the men out there.
Cured me.
Mm-hmm. Because they are experts at treating low testosterone. And if you've heard a lot about these low testosterone treatments and how they can improve your sleep patterns, your energy, your workouts, trust me, it is true. The libido that could be low, they can fix that as well. All of it. So if you're feeling sluggish, tired, not sleeping well, workouts aren't that great, make an appointment today. Go to tristatemenshealth.com. They've got 2 locations here in Central Ohio, Westerville, and right there in Hilliard. They will show you everything you need to see. They got a low T quiz on that website as well. They'll do the lab work. You'll get the results back in just 30 minutes. They'll show you like a little number chart, and they'll say, oh, you think that you're rolling along and you're doing well? Pal, look how low you are. You need to be up here. Like, you can't be in the yellow. You got to be in the red and then in the green. Maybe there's no red. I don't know. Maybe I misspoke there. But you want those numbers pumped up, just like McConaughey said. You got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. So get it done. The appointment is $99. The TMPSA test, if you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of the appointment, your visit is free. Tri-State Men's Health. Got to hear another one.
Loved that.
Nicole Sheeran of 10 TV. She's sitting out there all lonely.
It's so sad.
It is very sad.
I know. And then when y'all
Dom's
leave,
not
it's
here.
so sad.
I know. It's like a studio of solitude.
Last night I got done with my sports block really early. And I'm not kidding you. I have not sat in silence for 2 hours in a very long time.
The sounds of silence.
You can sit in silence?
Not really. I was singing to myself, rapping to myself.
You're a good singer. You're a good singer.
Yeah.
We've heard that. Tyvis, you're not in, you're in a little bit before the show. It'd be nice if you're in for
maybe come a little
the entire
earlier,
day.
why don't you?
I want him a full 8 hours. I want an 8 hour time.
Put that time in, Tyvis.
That's what I want.
I have young kids, so.
He's got a full-time gig somewhere else.
We all got our stuff, right?
Yeah,
we got those girls to take care of.
I got other obligations to handle as well.
She's got a good singing voice, and sometimes when they're bored back there, because you're in here for a lot of hours. Like sometimes you're here at noon and you're leaving at midnight.
I know.
Do you have a life?
No,
man. You gotta get one. Try some of that life that Iron Man was always talking about.
I know. But listen, Tim, here's my question. When I was singing that one day, you didn't seem too thrilled that I was singing in that moment.
I was lying.
He was, I never saw Tim kind of like snap. He said, Nicole, stop.
I did not. I did not.
Damn.
Don't try
You have a
to play that off like it wasn't completely sarcastic.
It was.
You know that
I know,
it was.
but at first I was like, "Oh my gosh, is he kind of mad? Maybe I should shut up."
What were you? What
was I singing, Tim?
I think you were making a song up.
I think I was too. I do
think
that
it was
a lot,
an original.
actually.
That's something that my pop-pop used to do.
Really?
May he rest in peace. He was the best. He'd be making eggs in the kitchen. He'd make a song about it.
I love that.
I do too. It's something that I would. Yeah, cracking those eggs. He was more of a baritone. He was more of like a bass.
Lower.
Cracking
We
the
would have been a good
eggs.
duet.
Oh, we're cracking the eggs
love
and
that.
making the omelet. Just great stuff. Just great stuff from Pop Up. But Nicole's doing something fun here coming up.
I am.
We were blown away. Apparently tomorrow.
Yes.
You're taking a nice little trip with the girlfriends. This is so awesome what you get to do.
I am very excited. I'm going to Paris with my two best friends from college.
Wow.
Taking a couple days off from work.
Wow.
And
I know, only like a few days to go to Paris.
I'm out.
I know.
I'm out.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Au revoir,
Nice.
merci beaucoup.
Shishini. Wa'ani.
Whoa.
What?
The end.
Stop.
But yes, and the thing I am most excited for is doing the croissant making class. Very excited for that. I do love to bake, and my friends love to bake.
Well, the patisseries are obviously world class.
We're hitting one every day, Tim.
We were, before I saw you today, we actually were talking about the baguette laws.
Yes.
For folks that don't know, this is a thing. If you go to France, if you go to Paris, they have it was like an act that went through in 1993.
Yes, it actually came up on my whole Instagram right now is everything Paris because my phone's listening to me naturally. And it came up last night.
Well, it's because you've purchased tickets to France
say it, Paris,
on your phone, so it knows and purchased a hotel,
and
so
I
it
have
knows you're
been
there.
Googling nonstop places in Paris.
That one I get.
That's fair. But it came up on my Instagram feed about the baguette law. And I didn't know about that till yesterday.
What is this baguette?
So it basically they care about something that is of great importance to the locals there.
Yeah.
Is something that they take a lot of pride in. Yeah. And it's got to do with the ingredients. Like there's no Subway bread situation that could happen with a baguette. Like that cannot happen. It's against the law there. So it's got to have a certain amount of flour, a certain amount of this ingredient, that ingredient. It's got to be served in a certain amount of time.
Sold in a certain amount of time
and
or served.
You can't have any like Krispy Kreme, McDonald's, like distribution all over to every store, all the Meijers, all the Krogers. The Boy Scouts selling them that are old and stale, it's not allowed. It has to be sold where it's made.
And that's why I'm hitting a patisserie. Is that how you say it right?
Yeah.
Every day that we're there.
You should. You should go.
Should I bring y'all back baguettes?
You should go.
Will they fit in my suitcase?
I think you should go on a bread. You should take a bread diet.
Only bread.
Just for the rest, should take a bread diet in France?
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm going to be doing. A bread and croissant diet. That is bread. So
you break my heart.
Why? Don't go breaking my heart. Why?
There she
everybody knows how I feel about bread.
I actually don't know how you feel about bread.
Don't get him started.
Oh, no.
Don't get him started.
He's overrated.
It's not. You haven't had good bread, Tyvis.
That's a lie.
I'm going to bring you back a baguette.
You had Vincenzo's.
That's why I said Vincenzo's bread is unbelievable.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's overrated. When you get a sandwich, you can get it wrapped in lettuce, and it's just
that is psychotic. But yes, sure.
Aren't you I'm trying to promote healthy lifestyle.
I love being healthy.
We talked about
I'm going on a cleanse when I come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're only going for like 4 or 5 days. That's
5
also
days.
That's fascinating that you're making a trip that long and you don't get the full week. You got to get back so quickly.
I know, but it's because my friends couldn't take all the time. I also can't just take like a million days.
I get it.
But we're living life, right?
Yes.
YOLO.
You
private jet, Ryan Day's private jet.
Thanks, Ryan.
Getting you out there.
Are you telling me you called off work?
It's called
She's
PTO,
going to France,
not calling
Tyvis.
off. I got the PTO approved.
This is unbelievable.
Don't even listen.
Tyvis, don't make me
Don't even listen.
Where are we at as society?
God, no.
This is what we do.
You don't mind Gundy. You don't mind Gundy.
Tyvis, I'll tell you earlier, I was talking with Timmy, and because next week the Buckeyes play at USC.
Yeah, it's at 10 o'clock.
And it's a late tip. And Tim's like,
I'm taking the
I'm
day.
probably going to take Thursday. You want to take it too? I said, hell no, Tim. I'll be here.
You know what the sick thing
You
is?
want me on that wall.
You need me on that wall.
You know what the sick thing is? I'll be here on Thursday next week.
I'll be here with you, Tim.
And this is and Timmy, whose face is on the show.
Tim's birthday is
won't
on
be-
Thursday.
No.
We can,
next week.
How about a little idea?
Oh, Tim, come on.
Hold on. How about a little idea here? What if just Tyvis sits here?
Just
Maybe Nicole, maybe you.
No.
Will you be back by next Thursday?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, Tyvis runs the point.
Get Tito in
How about you
here.
come over on this side, Tyvis? and you can do this, too.
Well, we'll be off the air.
Get Tito.
I guarantee you that. Faders, what does this do?
It'll be like a 30-minute show, and I can't sit here for 30 minutes.
Somehow YouTube will be on the radio. Like, I don't know how he's going to figure out a way to cross the streams. But while we have you here, Nicole Sheeran of 10 TV popped in the studio. It's very cool. She's going to France. But what is also cool is what head basketball coach Jake Diebler said about the Ohio State-Michigan basketball rivalry and the intensity, the passion in that game, the crowd that we saw. Obviously, anytime that game happens, it needs to be either a Saturday or a Sunday game. I don't care if it's here in Columbus or up in Ann Arbor, but he's right, and apparently Dusty May has chatted about this too. They're both right. They need to play twice every year. Yeah. It needs to be like Duke, Carolina. It needs to be like Indiana, Purdue. It's a rivalry of great importance to a lot of people that matters. This was Jake going on about that in his coach's show yesterday.
I specifically asked the league, like, why is Ohio State and Michigan not protected? And, there were a few different, I think, thoughts to why that wasn't the case. And so then I approached Dusty and said, hey, what do you think about this? Because I'd like to push for this. And, I think he was behind it too. So, then I said, hey, I've talked to him and, we'd like to really take a hard look at this, because I just think what an unbelievable atmosphere last night. And our fans deserve that game. I want that game. And I think it's we should have that game in Columbus every year.
Yeah, I want that game. I need that game.
We use words like a honor code and loyalty, Tim.
That's right.
Or Jake.
This is Ohio State and Michigan. So I'm right there with him. And Dusty talked about this in the postgame press conference too. He also in that postgame press conference, Dusty said, you better believe that's an NCAA tournament team. Now, they still have to go out there and earn that and win more of these games in the Final Five down the stretch. But I'm so glad he was outspoken about that.
I know.
He's just got to kind of earn a little bit more scratch now to get these people in the conference to listen to him. Give him better games too.
Also, I loved how he said that within the first few sentences of him, taking the podium. Like, yes, they're rivals at the end of the day. But yeah, he was so outspoken saying this is a great basketball team. And something else that stuck out to me is when he said that this team is very different than they were 6 weeks ago. And I think we've all seen that from these guys. Something's clicking, and it's key that it clicks now. Now, yes, there are some struggles that they're still dealing with, but now is the time of the year where you have to click. And so I think that's the pro of this team. But at the same time, yeah, they got to handle business against Northwestern. They've got to handle business in SoCal. You need to boost their tournament resume. But I loved how Dusty was open about
Nicole, hang with us for one more.
Okay.
Hang with us for one more. You're lonely out there. Tyvis, you stay right there as well. In 2 minutes, I want to tell you, something sent me into a frenzy. It was actually during Buckeye Roundtable. I told Bodie about this. Sent me into a frenzy as I was wrapping up the show. I couldn't wait to yell about it tonight. That's in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Now through March 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on remaining new 24 Tacomas and new 25s. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a new 24 Tacoma SR5 for just $285 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At NJM Insurance, we like to think of ourselves as a symphony. We start with a foundation of doing the right thing. Then we layer in dedicated reps whose priority is you. Add in excellent discount programs. And last, but certainly not least, we put our policyholders first. And the reason we don't use jingles or mascots is because it's just not us. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Talk, an occasional discussion about the latest tracksuit trends. Yes, looking nice. This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Timmy and Tyvis. Also, Nicole Sheeran of 10 TV, our lovely sports anchor. She'll be on.
Off.
Oh my God! Just leave her alone.
It's all about a mental break.
I do this for the bosses upstairs.
Anytime he's not working,
We're
have
making
to
a
give
tally.
we have to give it to
Make
him.
sure that I'm not doing the Cleveland show.
I'm going to start the Tyvis
Doesn't
tally where you're not here. I'm going to make a tally
If I'm
on
not
a board.
If I'm not here, like just make sure I'm not working in Cleveland. Who's under Tegna as well. So there you go.
Okay, well, I'm going to need a copy of your schedule so that I'm aware of what's going on.
He is a company man.
Company man.
You are, I fear, one of these guys that is never going to be able to turn it off.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
My wife is really trying to force me to take a vacation.
I'm with her. We're both with her.
I think it's
and we enjoy our lovely audience just as much as you do. I think people out there understand no matter what you're doing, you kind of sometimes need a mental break to just unplug.
Wait a minute. Would you guys agree that if you love somebody, the best way to show your love is to be there for them?
Yes.
So if the fans love me, for me to show my love to the fans is to be here, right?
Wait. Let me throw something back in your face, though. I got to throw something back in your face right now. You know where I'm going.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
What does that mean for your lovely wife and your lovely family when you're spending so much time at work?
They see me every day.
Because you love them. Yeah, but not all day.
See, this is the thing.
Not all day. It's a lot of time away.
See,
you know what? It's also healthy to go and work.
Tim, this is how
and be away a little bit.
This is how my family knows that I truly love them. I drive 2 hours to Cleveland. Most people just stay in Cleveland for the day. But I get back in the car immediately and come right back.
That's true. That's big.
Because I need to see them.
It's hectic.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
You learn how to deal with the hectic schedule. And your priorities are in check. That's good.
And on top of that, I'm still there for the fans.
as he smiles into the camera.
Then.
I hope the camera wasn't on you when you did that. So we just left off talking about Buckeye basketball and how I like it when coaches will branch out and hit on some of these topics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously you're going to talk about the game, and he talked about rebounding, and in that hour that you get with Jake Diebler on Mondays, it's usually from noon to 1 here on the Fan, you get a lot of excess. Like it's for the basketball, like hardcore fans. Like he was breaking down screen coverages at one point for like 2 minutes on that show. Like when you should, and again, also some things where he took some onus in what their ball screen coverages were in the game against Michigan and like what you can do roster-wise, and was asking and answering the questions about could they have gone with a bigger front court. Obviously, Sean and Aaron couldn't stay on the court a lot at the same time because Aaron was in foul trouble the whole game, and he just didn't feel that he could put. We heard the asks about Njegovan, another 7'1" guy, just ultimately didn't feel ready to do that with what you give up on the other end of the floor. And Sean Stewart did have 10 rebounds. He had 10 rebounds and 6 points.
He had a massive dunk, too.
Yeah, and that's the one that was the pocket pass late that he threw down that you needed an easy bucket there. But I'm coming along with his effort and what he can do. Bradshaw's the one, though. And he spent some good time breaking him down, too. I actually, well, instead of just yammering about it, I have one of them here. This was Jake Diebler on his biggest issue, Aaron Bradshaw, and his biggest issue defensively. I thought this was some good stuff.
One of the things he struggles with at times, Ron, is he returns to his man and returns behind him.
Yep.
And he probably most of his life was able to get away with that, right?
Yep.
So it's a habit thing. We're working on getting him to return to front. Then as that guy works you out, now you can get behind, right, kind of spin off. Now your guy's catching the ball further away from the basket. So there's some technical things that could be done better, and he's got to grow in that quickly, right? Because if you keep returning that low when a guy's down almost in the charge circle, at that point it doesn't matter if you got an extra 25 pounds or not.
Yeah, that's true.
It's you got a tough time stopping people.
No, I thought that was good as far as like where his development is. And there was a little basketball lingo-y at the beginning there, but I think the picture became clear when the semicircle came into it. And he's talking about returning to your man in switches, right? When you try to switch big for small to try to get for a guard to get a matchup that he wants to either drive or possibly work the ball screen to get an open three, you're always doing that in a two-man game, right? He returns back to the big, and the big already has deep post position,
like
and he's trying to go under. That's when you front. That's you're 7'1", stay in front, and like Jake's talking about, for the next 5 or 6 seconds or so, he's going to then have to try to spin off to get that positioning again, and then you can get him farther away, 7-8 feet, and then if you wall up and put your hands up, that's a tough shot. That's a contested shot for a big. He's not doing that enough. He's got to be better each and every game for this team to keep going, keep building their tournament resume.
Yeah, it's an experience thing. I think Jake said it right when he said it. He probably just got away with it a lot. But, once you go up against some of those dudes, like your technique and your fundamentals have to be so good, and that's something that, like I said, he probably going to work on it. Yeah. Yes, he needs to get stronger, but, if, like he said, it don't matter who you are. You get that ball under that basket, it's around. You're not about to stop that if they right up.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if it's Sully or if it's you. Aaron Bradshaw can do it if he's a foot from the basket. He turns around and dunks it.
No, exactly. And that's what I think we saw a lot. What was his name? 50 Golden? Was it Golden?
Vlad Golden.
Yeah.
Boy, he just was attacking the paint, too, on offense.
He just was a bully. Like, he made it look so easy.
Well,
and that's
an
what
attitude thing,
Well, that's what
and it's a strength thing for him.
Do, though. It's like, he's got the strength. He knows what he's doing. He knows where his body is all the time. He knows how to use his body. Like, that's huge in that position. So when I was watching him play, I was like, that's what a big should be doing.
Nicole Sharon of 10 TV is here. So the subject switch. What do you guys think when you think of, and Bodie, you too, I know you're going to say a bunch of Notre Dame crap anyway, so whatever. College football traditions. Like, for you, you're going to say slapping the sign, right?
No.
Play like a champion today, like
that would
hitting
be
that.
correct, Tim. Yeah, that'd be one of them.
There's one tradition that comes to
Best
mind.
college football traditions, like instantly what comes to your mind?
The fourth quarter, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, listening to Hang on, Sloopy,
I have another
Sloopy, hang on.
Also, when we have technical issues on the radio network, we play that song over and over and over. And it just gets mad.
Like HOS.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Live for it.
I thought, no, I didn't think you were going to say mine, because why would you say Georgia's tradition? But similar tradition that I grew up in is fourth
Mascot
quarter
fights.
at a Georgia game. The band goes bam, and everybody puts up their fours with their flashlights on, and they do this thing to the music to start the fourth quarter.
Start bopping a little bit.
What is this, 8 Mile?
Everybody from the 313. Careful, Jen.
I'm a pro, Tim. Come on now.
For the Georgia people out there, which I know there really aren't any, but for those out there, they know what it means. Like, it's to start the fourth quarter, and it's like the noise the band makes. Everybody puts their hands up, holds the fours up. It's a thing.
Those are
and
good.
then they just couldn't stop Riley Leonard in the fourth quarter.
Okay, whatever, Bodie.
I had to throw that in there.
So
Go ahead, Timmy.
this account, College Football Home, and then I was also told by some folks on X this new phrase. I didn't even know this was a phrase, but I totally understand what it is, because I responded to it, and they're like, oh, they're just engagement farming. I'm like, really? That's a phrase? That is such a 2025 phrase, if I ever heard it.
Just to get responses out of people.
Engagement farming.
To talk about it and look
like
at
clickbait?
it.
Like it's some app or something.
Yeah.
Clickbait. It's another word for saying that. But here's what it was. Here was the bait either way, just so you have it.
Well, you took it.
What's the most overrated? Of course I did. Why do we think we're talking about it here? What's the most overrated tradition in college football? First two that come to mind, dotting the I.
Whoa.
And Howard's Rock. Okay. All right.
Wow.
You're going to... Obviously, this could have been the point of it.
Unleash the beast.
You're going to say dotting the I, which involves a band, which is college football Americana, the best damn band in the land. And the part of that tradition, when it's non-band members, there's like 16 people in 100 years that have ever gotten to do it. One of them has been in freaking space and is John Glenn. And you're going to put you're going to put that on par with touching a freaking rock as you walk down a hill? And I get, like, some dude found a rock when he was out in Vegas or Death Valley or something.
Howard, not some dude, Howard.
Howard, the dude. Howard football came back and said, hey, I found this rock when I was out in California. I thought I'd bring it back and put it here, give it to you. And then the coach just used it as a doorstop for, like, the first 10 or 15 years. It wasn't even anything. Now it's like a national historic landmark there. But, no, egregious. Dotting the I, one of the all-time best traditions in college football. Way better than putting your hand on a
I just thought of
rock.
another one.
I just want to dot the I.
You got a long way to go, buddy.
I would picture Tyvus out there, like, kicking his legs up, like,
I think I got it. I've been studying this for years
You've
now.
already taken too many PTO days in your life to get a shot at dotting the I. You can't get those days back.
Hey, you know what's a really sweet tradition, though? Nobody asked, but I'm going to say it anyways. Iowa's tradition.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think
and for
that's
a new
awesome.
tradition, it's tremendous.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great. But I agree with you. Blasphemy that those are in the same sentence.
I'll tell you this, too. Like, everybody knows what the USC Trojan does. That's kind of a... Yeah, you don't like that.
Whoa.
There was...
Fight on.
The last time...
Fight on.
You're a USC gal as well as a Georgia gal. We know that. I posted a picture of this. This was like 6 or 7 years ago. It's the last time I really focused in. I forget who they were playing. But I'm not kidding you. The mascot that day... He almost stabbed the sword right into his foot.
Oh, my God.
And things you don't think of, right? Things you do not think of. I looked down and I paused it, and that blade, I don't know if this is a skill, like the guys that do like the knife and the spread fingers, like he stabs that sword down. I thought it was going straight through his foot. That'd be quite a Saturday, right? Stab, like come get me, like the Boomer Sooner Scooter falling over. The buffaloes stampeding people in Colorado, things that are crazy. Bevo
trying to kill poor Uga.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so rude of Bevo.
Yeah, not good. Well, Nicole, what's coming up on News Sports at 11?
We have got NHL Stadium Series that's coming to the shoe. They talked today. They're putting the ice down in the shoe, so we've got that. We've got a lot of Crew action because the Crew has their opener on Saturday. I also happen to try a lot of the new food that they're offering at the Crew at lower.com this season. And I got to try all the good stuff. So I've got a little sneak peek.
Nice.
Swenson's is coming in there.
Must be nice being
attitude
Nicole.
from over here.
I know. Don't worry about him. Hey, eat all
Swenson's, yes.
Eat all the fine baked goods, crepes and baguettes, croissants, everything.
All of it.
Everything you can get.
Go on a bread diet.
I'll bring you back a baguette, Tim, because you'd appreciate it. Tyvus would not.
Bring two, one for us to eat and then one to hit him in the head. Yeah.
Maybe the one that's more stale that they don't sell because they're not allowed to.
So they won't let you sell it. I mean, it won't.
They'll just throw it in the dumpster and all.
Bon voyage.
Bread.
Have fun.
Au revoir.
She's going to Old Perry. Nicole Sheeran, 10 TV sports anchor. The very best with the Buckeyes on the social fronts, including how Ohio State had 12 of these this past year. Hashtag Buckeyes is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus, 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, community banking is the lifeblood of the American financial system, building strong, lasting relationships. We're just better able to help guide you down life's road. Flexibility is paramount to success. Community banking is alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in and out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a battle with the Blackhawks. Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Your home for Blue Jackets hockey, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
How'd you like to wipe out all that credit card debt to start the new year off right? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Stop getting fleeced by the credit card companies. If you own your home, go to AFLcash.com now. Advantage First Lending can help you unlock that equity and get you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's AFLcash.com. You can pay off all your credit cards and other high-interest debt super fast. Consolidate all your bills into one low monthly payment. AFLcash.com can help you tap into your home's equity to give you some serious cash so you can go into 2025 with less stress and more confidence. Get the cash you need from Advantage First Lending now. Most homeowners don't even need an appraisal. How great is that? Get on solid financial footing. Go to AFLcash.com. That's AFLcash.com or call 844-394-CASH. 844-394-CASH.
Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 1209177. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. Hashtag Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call the plumbing, heating, and cooling technicians at The Waterworks and header today. Call 614-232-2222. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
We actually had all 3 February birthdays in the studio just there because Nicole Sheeran just had a birthday as well. So happy B-Day to her and to you. Hitting that air guitar. Would you bring it back already? Rein it in.
The best.
God, got one more segment to do.
I live for this segment. Every time that comes on, you just.
Oh, man.
This is why I'm going with T-Bone to a heavy metal concert.
You ain't doing that. Stop saying it.
I feel the signal in my God.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. What you could do, though.
Let the bodies I'm going to be in the mosh pit.
You are not going to be in the mosh pit. You're not going to be doing that. I can maybe get you started on some Linkin Park, though. That might be a good bridge
I like
to see.
Linkin Park.
You do like some Linkin Park?
Linkin Park.
That's like my speed. I can't get any harder than that. Like that's
as far as you can go.
Don't do anything with that.
Oh man, Tim.
Yep. That's about as far as I can go.
What is Twisted Sister?
I don't know Twisted Sister.
Who made We're Not Gonna Take It?
Oh.
No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
That's it. Yeah, that's them. That's them. Yeah. That's not metal to me. Like that's not death metal.
No, that's not death metal.
Yeah.
That's rock.
That's just rock. Yeah. That's just classic rock right there. Yeah. That song's okay. I mean, they're kind of a hair band, I guess. That's the 80s. That's 1984.
The irony behind the song is that when I was playing for the Buckeyes, I would joke with Coach Ash about that song. So what Coach Ash liked to do is he liked to play music while we were watching tape because he felt like it made us lock in more. And one day I kept saying, I was like, you be listening to that type of stuff? So he comes in there. He says, I'm about to get you guys hip to some good music.
Oh, that's what I need.
Put that
right?
on, and it just messed the entire beat.
Like,
up.
what?
So every time I think of that song, I think of that.
Update, they are listed as heavy metal, glamour metal, huh? And hard rock. So somewhere between hard rock and heavy metal.
I'm down. T-Bone, no, I'm down. I'm going in the mosh pit.
You are not.
I done put on some weight just so I can handle it, just to throw my body into somebody. Boom.
Hey, so let me get this to you. So I'm looking at Ohio State football's Twitter account, and I was pleased to see this. They are doing a bracket, right? Because we're getting close to March, and brackets are a thing. Man and Bone are going to have their Pizza Madness bracket, which I'm so excited for. We're going to count down.
Is Jets on there?
I would think so.
Okay,
yeah, I had to make sure that Flyers was on it,
y'all
like executive decision.
Y'all bougie around here. Y'all like.
I like Jets. Had Jets last week.
It's not even on your top 5.
I like it.
That's not what I said though.
It's still good. I do like a Detroit style pizza. That corner pizza.
That's the best one, ain't it? It's got like the most sauce and cheese.
It's just that crust. It's what that crust does on the edges. I want to start making my own Detroit style pizza, but. The Buckeye football Twitter account is doing the play of the year, and the semifinals are set. And so you can click on this thing, and sometimes it's actually a little bit hard to know what the play was exactly by the names of it. Like some of them, obviously you can tell, like Through the Heart of Texas, Through the Heart of Texas, Through the Heart of Texas. I'm seeing this one go on.
That's got to be Jack Sawyer, right?
Styles, huge pass breakup. Through the Heart of Texas, that's Jack Sawyer's fumble 6, right? You can picture Styles with the pass breakup. I'm trying to think through that one.
What game?
Exactly. What game? What exact play that could be? JJ, Michigan State one-handed touchdown. We obviously know what that one is.
That was great.
That one defeated something, a play called Welcome to the North. A Mecca over the top.
In the Oregon game?
Yeah, I would think so.
Or is that, yeah.
Henderson house call. That one's at the bottom of the bracket.
That's Texas.
That one's going to meet up with another Texas game. So you got the Henderson house call at the end of the half against Through the Heart of Texas. We know the Jack Sawyer play is going to win out.
Yeah,
it's going to win the whole thing, right? 3rd and 11, Jeremiah Smith's game-winning catch. Sorry about that, Bode, ma'am. That one got to the Final Four.
Don't feel like you are, but continue.
Right. And it's going to go up against Caleb Downs to the house. Indiana touchdown.
You know, I feel bad for you.
That's the Final Four.
In your lifetime, you've watched Notre Dame go to the championship twice.
Twice.
And got Well, they didn't get blown out.
No, yeah.
The Alabama game
was about
bad.
to say it.
This year was we hung in there.
It should have been.
Team,
it could have been, but they,
they played 4 quarters, Tyvis. Thank God.
They took their foot off the accelerator.
So the one that this Caleb Downs to the house play beat was one that I was talking about that I thought maybe would have a chance to get slept on this year. The Davison Igbinosun toe tap interception against Penn State. So it made it in there. I was glad to see.
But they took Caleb Downs.
They took Caleb Downs.
Punt return?
Caleb Downs, to the house against Indiana. And that one beat out Igbinosun's toe tap interception. But at least he got into the final 8. I knew it was one of the biggest plays of the season for Ohio State football. So to see it in their own final 8, I liked that.
Yeah, it's very hard to think of plays outside of that. I know we did our top 5 plays. And I think 3 of mine is on there, so.
We did the top 5 plays just of the championship run.
Yeah, I guess you got a point
of
there.
the run. That's all season
JJ
long.
Did so many one-handers. Didn't he have a one-hander like against Iowa?
He had in 3 games in a row. I think he had 2 in the Michigan State game. They might have both been touchdown grabs in the Michigan State game.
You know, a play should have been
shorty.
The play that should have been on there is when he took that hitch to the house, 70-something yards. That was that was ridiculous.
Oh, in the speed, showing off the afterburners. By the way, we here at the Buckeye Show are brought to you by our good friends at CareSource and by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring this lovely show. Tyvis, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
I'll see you tomorrow, Timmy.
Little 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. I cannot wait. Coming up next, a little thing called You'll See on The Fan.
The Fan is live and local with Morning Juice, Caffeinate, and Dominate.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get 1 juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, 1 original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Now through March 3rd, get 2.99 APR financing or $2,000 customer cash on a new 25 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a 25 Tundra SR Crew Max for $399 a month for 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Broadcasting from the